días, tardes, noches, madrugadas, sea lo que sea, donde sea, cuando se esté haciendo esto. Bienvenidos a un stream más de Other Worlds. Y vamos a continuar justo donde lo dejamos la semana pasada, investigando el caso del asesinato de la famosa actriz de... ¿Cómo se llamaba? Ah, no me acuerdo la actriz. Que por ahí parece que hay más pistas. Esto no lo puedo usar.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Eviten.
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards, except for this one, which can be found here. Chemical makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
Sí, parece que no hay más pistas cercanas. Como marca que vaya hacia allá. ¿Mazapán? ¿Decía mazapán? Vale. Un dulce muy característico de México. De hecho, he visto que siempre lo prueban, o casi siempre lo prueban en esos videos que hacen los youtubers de probando comida mexicana o dulces mexicanos. Ah, Cayetana. Es el nombre de su personaje, pero no me acuerdo cómo se llama la actriz como tal. Era algo como Bellamy, ¿no? Pa, 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 pa.
Did I hear something? Let's go left.
I welcome our opportunity to discover who killed Miss Bellamy, but I fear the common serial theme of inspectors meting out justice is as flimsy as their unconvincing storylines.
Ok. It's not the stones. It's prison stones.
Miss Helen was at this lab too. We're close to finding something. I can feel it.
A ver, momento, antes de pasar allí. Peinar la zona. It's not this.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ok, a ver. Vamos a investigar eso. En cuanto agarramos las cosillas de aquí. Otra vez un zapato. ¿Qué te gusta? A ver. Yo creo que había algo por aquí, ¿no?
Congratulations, Inspector. You've discovered more footprints belonging to the deceased actress known as Halcyon Helen.
¿Qué? No. It's not this, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this.
Hello? I can hear you out there. If you still possess the majority of your mental capacities, please locate the test room through the lobby and to the left. You'll see me through the glass.
Quiero que vayamos allá. Primero vamos a... quedamos aquí. Esto me recuerda un poco a Resident Evil. El virus que salió, la mansión. Ahí. Mansión que vas investigando. Ok, ahí está.
Yet another researcher killed in the line of duty. Who knew research and development was such a...
Antes de que Reglas se convirtiera en el gigante productor que conocéis y adoráis, actualmente no era más que una empresa de gestión de residuos químicos por encima del promedio. Un día, ahora ya inolvidable, un empleado del turno de batido de estiércol se inclinó demasiado sobre el depósito químico, dejando caer una lilamora que debería de ocultar en el bolsillo de su chaqueta, en lugar de resultar fulminantemente despedido por tan peligrosa incompetencia. El empleado recibió un ultimátum de su supervisor: recuperar la fruta caída para mantener su empleo. El empleado se lanzó al depósito, nadó por la lilamora y se la tragó sin querer. Pero esto es pura historia. Tras sacarlo de las aguas residuales, El agitador se aseguró que la limonada recubierta de sustancias químicas no estaba tan mal antes de sumirse en un coma tóxico, lo que dio a su supervisor la idea de esterilizar y ajustar la mezcla química para el consumo humano. Muy pronto las agridulces y la mora fueron más o menos comestibles, dando lugar al primer producto elaborado en masa de rizo, el corazón de la lila mora. O sea que estas cosas están llenas de estiércol, químicos y demás, si así lo ven. Bueno, no me sorprende tanto, tomando en cuenta que te encuentras actualmente en el mercado. Pero... ¿qué? Mm. Mm. Que como que luego me hacen falta también partes para trastear las armas. Ahora vamos a venderle esta cosa. No, así no. Y esto lo ocupo después para trastear.
How in the aether did you get in here? You're not a Rizzo's authorized. Oh, void it all. What does it even matter now? What do you want? Speak up and quickly if you will.
Investigo el asesinato de Cayetana de Alcyon. ¿Quién eres? ¿Quién eres?
Pardon the blue blazes out of me, but who in the name of the Eternal are you? I'll have you know, I am Dr. Leora Blossom, the head of research and development, and you are standing in my lab, uninvited. Now, perhaps you couldn't tell by the empty lobby and general state of disarray, but this is no time to be playing games. No, you're right. Listen, I'll be direct with you. You see, I've found myself in a bit of a pickle. Some of my lab techs have turned rather aggressive following a recent experiment gone awry. Hence why I've barricaded myself in the lab. Oh no. They're quite unaware of their actions, I'm afraid. We're a research and development branch of Rizzo's, focused primarily on the Spectrum vodka line. But the specific research that goes on in this facility is utterly confidential. You understand?
Veo algo que se mueve de este lado. ¿Hay alguien más ahí parado o qué onda? Esta figura de aquí, no sé si la ven. De repente se mueve. A ver, ahí está. Se movió para adelante. Sí, ahí está. Sí, es una persona. Pensé que estaría sola ahí.
Call me a skeptic, but no, I don't believe it would be. Loose lips sink new product ships, you know? Happily, of course. Yes, I suppose I should make myself useful. Let me think. I know. I can remotely unlock the supply closets in the lower levels of the lab. Perhaps you'll find some useful apparatus or two in them. Excellent. You have my gratitude, and soon you'll have my knowledge of Miss Bellamy's recent visit as well. Now, if you'd rather not kill my lab techs during this cleanup, I believe you can dispense a sedative gas from a terminal in the utility room.
Though it may be the more difficult route, I believe we should make every effort to save the lab techs. They are victims here.
The door to the lower labs is sealed for our safety, so you'll need to take the elevator down. I'll unseal the access hallway for you now. Do take care.
Ok. Estaba pensando si vender lo demás de aquí. No. Siempre me equivoco entre el botón E y el botón F. Que el E es para interactuar con cosas en Wuthering Waves. Perdón, el F es para interactuar con cosas en Wuthering Waves, mientras que aquí el F es para sanar. Y para interactuar es la E. Que... It's not this choice. It's space's choice. Vamos a guardar. Es que nos dijeron que tenemos que estar tratando de matar a los menos posibles, ¿no?
Easy does it.
Pero estoy tratando de evitar lugares donde vea que haya esos tipos por ahí. Y ahí hay uno. Uy, ahí vienen. Que no quiero atacarlos por lo que dijeron, pues que tratemos de eliminar a la menor cantidad posible. Estas cosas no creo que les importen mucho, ¿no? ¿Se entiende? Bueno, tuvimos que eliminar ese porque nos empezó a atacar.
Incoming!
Trying to make you smile!
Aquí está bien. Desmontar, vamos a montar estas cosas. Reparar. Trastear. Ah, sí, sí. Tenemos que entrar acá, pero no hay paso por esta puerta. Sí, hay un gusano por ahí. Ya hay otros tipos.
lot more Rizzos than I ever want to see in my life.
Got a doctor over here!
Hey, no sabe dónde estoy.
I just want to be your friend!
Yo no es como que haya servido de gran cosa el gas. Tuvimos que eliminar a gran parte de los científicos. Este se salvó porque estaba en otra zona. Hey, what's up, Zero? The day is okay, the day is okay. I just saw you in the Diamond stream. I was just stopping by to wish him luck. But I started mine. I also visited an analysis system. Do the same. Are you going to stream today? Later today? To do the same, just to stop by and wish you luck. Is there? No. How's your day going? That's cool. That's what the torture. It's good now. Just chilling now. Okay, okay. Excellent, excellent.
Just two in the... Oh my law. It's
What?
you. Wait. What do you think you are?
Wow.
Dr. Blossom? Captain, we gotta hurry. Somebody didn't want us talking to Dr. Blossom.
Ooh.
You think it was Miss Helen's killer?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Confirmation of discrepancy confirmed. This person is most definitely dead. But recently, they were still alive.
Did the device find anything? Besides the obvious, I mean.
The killer might have been in a hurry. I guess that makes sense, if they were after something else.
So it's like the main crime. Like they are dead, but there's no sign of blood or a bruise or something. But we heard a shot, a gunshot. So what happened here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The organic matter that comprises this lab worker died at a similar time and of similar circumstance as the other corpses already scanned.
Why do I get the distinct impression someone's trying to stop us?
Edited Robin was the world okay. But what I was thinking is that I may stream only the final when it's the big event with all the cameras and stage and all the public and so. I could stream that, but all the qualifiers.
Oh, whoops. There it is. Okay. This is... This is Dr. Blossom. Iridanium gigaseous Slug Research Report 1. Subject: a bunch of slugs. Ugh. These things may well be Rizzo's ticket to the top of the board. But at the end of the day, they still look like my brother would if he ever stopped wearing that damn toupee. Initially found these little bastards suckling on the hairy undersides of a teacup canid. Much like my brother, who works for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. The backstabber. Suffice it to say that these things are parasites. The canid didn't seem to mind, but it's almost as stupid as my research staff. Good stuff. Oh, whoops. Got some spectrum on the dissection subject. It's fine. Yeah, I think I see a couple sacs in the worm. Might secrete enzymes or poison or something. We'll figure it out later. Starting to see doubles, so I'm going to switch to working on the Gatling. Almost got the spectrum lock done.
Well, she didn't seem to really care about what was happening here. And what I was telling about, I was telling you about, is that I may stream the main event, like the finals, but the qualifiers, I'm not really sure. I'm sure there would be a lot of people like wanting to see that. Like wanting to just watch me die over and over again against the meta, but I don't know. Like for example, if you want to have a lot of viewers, I think streaming UEO, like Diamond, is a very good way to get that. Because people like to watch other people play, just to like the things that we were talking about the other day.
They've reproduced all the comforts of home. Only difference being the Byzantium elites aren't the only parasites here.
Like people like to challenge you into tools that they know they are going to win, or see you being crushed by the meta or things like that. But I'm not really a big fan of that type of content. At least for me. Only speaking about me, like me streaming it. Let's just send your photo on Discord. All the free stuff you could get the links. Okay, the qualifiers. Otherwise, you can get the episode. Okay. I was thinking about trying dwellings only to the story mode. The only thing that I don't like so much about dwellings is the fact that you have less space in your field and in your deck. Regular breakout locker deck. Okay.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time.
What is that sound? And why am I sure we're about to find out?
Oh. Very good. Do you think that I could be able to use like the decks that I like in Master 2 in Dwellings 2?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Body heat readings indicate that the culprit was just here, mere moments earlier in the timeline.
Looks like a standard ventilation shaft to me.
Like
Someone
Dragon
around
Man?
my size could have crawled
Yeah,
in.
like Dragon
Wouldn't have
Man,
been comfortable,
Teardamens, and Infernoble,
Ventilation shafts usually turn into splat nests.
Blackwing, what else? Yeah, I think like those are the main ones.
See that red wire? Whoever cut that wire was trying to disrupt the circuit. They could have sealed the lab doors temporarily. At least until the failsafes kicked in.
Novels in Blackwing is there. I don't know about Dragon Man and Tears.
In the event you become trapped in a space with one or more waspitos, try standing still. Just kidding. You die long before a waspito grew tired of stinging you.
That's the last of them.
Caution advised. Mosquito venom sacs release the chemical, patent pending, name withheld, that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic wasps.
And which deck do you use there?
Don't mess with us.
No decks. Yes.
Rizzo's thanks any guests trapped in the orchards for your patience
But for example-
as the pollinization cycle commences. Don't forget, our trees and bushes can't pollinate themselves.
But for example, like, do you enjoy using every one of them? Or is there one deck that is really good and the other ones are just like for fun?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
My favorite for PB is complete tractories. Hmm. And for story mode,
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
oh, I'm talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Just before I started the stream, I was seeing a video about people quitting the game.
What floor would you like to visit? Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor. What authorized floor can I bring you to? Next up, the finest.
Like it seems that at this time is there's a big number of players that don't
I was gonna
feel
stop him, but I figured he was room service. Then he started going through Helen's things, and I figured maybe you want a word with him.
okay, that don't feel really well about the game state right now. Just this.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise. And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter. You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise. What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
This seems really fast.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production. The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything? You have my attention. That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector, as if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility. Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin. Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention. Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions. Little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with our scientists. Public relations. A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else? That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission. A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with. Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else? This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now. Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead-up to a joke? I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service, I think. Such as? That's disappointing. Rizzo's holds their tossball team to high standards. We require semi-literacy or better. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm. Was there anything else?
Well, this seems like really strange. Do you have any hypothesis on who could have murdered Cayetana? Or who was that guy?
What floor would you like to visit? Oh, so sorry, but what? To the lobby we go.
And yes, about the Geo thing, like, there seems to be a lot of people that don't agree with Konami's policy right now. People are not mad only about the format, but with the prices, with the like the way they treat the players.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Never felt so damn good in my life. Smile.
Just try drilling purpose for them events and story. They go through the princess of video. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I was thinking about trying it. Just because of that. In fact, I installed it in my phone like a year ago or something like that, but my phone wasn't really good for the game, so I didn't even have the chance of playing.
I could use a new pair of glasses.
Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
So maybe I could install it in my PC now and try it out. The only problem is the different formats. Like for example, having only 3 spots in the field, I think makes you.
Even if he is, no one will think you dress the same as him on purpose.
I was at breakfast first. If anything, he's dressed the same as me.
But we can part your hair on the other side, just in case.
That makes you play differently, right? For example, if for novels, use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots in the field, counting the extra spots.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
From there. But for example, talking about all those different decks.
Inspector, have you deduced a possible cause of death? Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
It's the same. Talking about all of those decks, like for my understanding, you cannot craft the cards that you want, right? You only can buy booster packs. So, are you really able to have that many decks at the start, or how many times did you need to get all of those decks that you use now? How much time?
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler. Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the chief of the savages, played by Spencer Woolridge. This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
Okay, the guy that was in the hotel.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
And whose special James you can get a wild deck relaxing skin. It's how I just explain the myself deck if you wish to remove decks.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Wish I had a telescope like this back. Wish I had a telescope like this back in the Vale. Of course, the company probably would have scrapped it for parts.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
I was thinking that they're going to add Valmonica into the game. And I really like the design, but I've heard they are not really that good.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Oh.
I don't like the way they're eyeing us, Captain.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
Slug light? Would that be some form of bioluminescence? No? Nothing?
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! You want to say that again, pal? Woolly piss! Why'd we decide to do this? Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Yeah, maybe do this whole showdown business? Never? You don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
What was that? And I also was thinking about the next tournament. Because it seems that everyone liked the last one.
Oh no. It's the
he detected nearby. An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Multiple puncture wounds detected along the frontal bone and between the clavicle. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition. Yes, Inspector. These entry wounds match the profile previously detected on the Rizzo's Rangers mascot. Constable Maria Keene was likely killed by someone wielding the needler. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small-caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Let's see. No problem, no problem. But yeah, but Monica menos very well. Let's see, but I bet it's not that bad. That's actually shall I perform well. And no, I was talking about Master Duel. I don't really know much about dwellings, but I've heard that Balmonicas are going to being added to Master Duel. In the next.
Criminal, this unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
My permit wasn't expired, Scrapheap. You probably just scanned it wrong.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable Keene has decreed that this unit will remain here, questioning you every minute until you submit a confession. Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit.
You know what? My permit was fake after all. Let me out of here.
If I made a bet with you at the Copper Bottom last night, let's call it off now. I can't stand the taste of life sprats.
Okay. Yes, I think they are a mix between Pendulum and Link.
I'm a criminal, get it? They don't let me talk to law-abiding sorts.
reminds me of Moreau's. Just a bit.
Something I need to speak with you about. Hey, could I talk to you for a second? Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate? I see. Well, this would have been easier with Hawthorne, but I hope that if you're flying his ship, it means you're a freelancer too. Wonder if you can help me. I run an outfit for the moving of less than legal goods. There's a particular piece of cargo needs delivering to a particular individual in the spaceport. Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay. Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name. She'll know where the cargo is. Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless bratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend. Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a savant when it comes to secret codes, if I do say so myself. Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
I think we just came from there, right? Okay, so there are many side quests. Okay.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
Pick them up. I'm pretty sure you can make something happen with them. The thing is that I don't really like pendulums. That's why, because, for example, there's an archetype called what was it? It's like solfa something, like, or do re mi something. I don't remember the name, but they are pendulums too. And that's the thing. I like their design, but I don't really like the pendulum stuff. Solfacor, that one.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan? You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where. I'm sure some sluggite knows how to find it, or has it listed in a terminal. All else fails, you could just case the joint. Might end up with some extra loot for your troubles.
Okay.
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason, or just to give Sublight more opportunities for larceny. Housing people like cargo. Just another resource to be exploited.
What do you think you're doing? Just don't let me get you again, all right?
No.
What the?
Oh. Okay. Okay, let's see.
What do you think you're doing? Do what you want, I guess.
Hey, pal. Over here.
What?
Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick? Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe. Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need. What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence, best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
You're back, I see. Hope the law hasn't caught on to what you're doing. Law meaning authorities, that is, not the forces running the universe. This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done. No complications? Grand. The recipient is Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Hello. Welcome to Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry, the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. I'm marketeer Joseph Dempsey, here to make your shopping experience as pleasant and normal as possible. Hey, folks take a lot of comfort in knowing their neighborhood general store is unchanging, eternal, like the land beneath their feet or the air in their lungs. Whoops. Forgot I ain't supposed to poeticize on work time. The drab nature of our store profits is what I meant. Now, can I sell you anything? A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of saltuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector. Is that supposed to be some kind of code phrase? It has no nuance, no subtlety. Sticks out like a bent nail. A constable could detect that from the other side of Eridanos. I learn about secret codes in my off time, for fun. It's never anything that I actually need to use, mind. Wait. On second thought, you should let me take a look. Just in case it's something I ordered and forgot about. Follow me to the back.
Wait. What if I do this?
What the?
Oh.
Understood. I'll keep my head down. Thought I heard something. Hey, you! What do you think you're doing? Consider this your warning.
Okay.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about. I suppose we will. Thanks for the delivery. I'm waiting on my next black market shipment, but if you come by later, you'll have free access to pick up all the contraband you want. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Okay. She's a legendary. It seems so. It seems so. This world is very... Oh. Very rotten. Says I just before stealing everything. Okay, don't mind me. And what's here? First, let's sell his own stuff to him.
Greetings again, my friend. Hope you've been keeping free of the yoke of the law. Within reason, that is.
Hope the job's coming along well. No sign of the constable, which really makes me more nervous. Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled. What? That ain't gonna be enough to get Cass out of prison, and it ain't what we agreed to. Ah, shit. Looks like it was wrong to assume you were just like Hawthorne after all. Sure hope I can figure something out to pay Cass's fine.
Okay. This one.
What floor would you like to visit?
It's brown, drink it down. Mm. What?
Maybe there's another way through.
Mm-hmm. I didn't imagine that this place would be this big. I thought that everything will be just in the hotel and that's it. And no.
Here they come.
No doubt. We're still alive.
Excellent, no problem. Thank you for being here and have a nice evening. And sure, I will see you in the next stream. Thank you very much.
querida.
It's not rest, it's not rest, it's not rest.
This is Silvio Tran, setting a new record for the Grand Colonial Bellhops Laundry Cart League. If you're listening to this, you're listening to history. And Daltrey, as we agreed, when I win, you're scraping terrorist shit off the windows for the rest of your contract. And you can stow the fear of heights routine because there's no way you're weaseling out of that, pal. Here goes. That's... Move the box! No, not... No!
Parece que no le salió como pensaban. Los caminos de la vida no son como yo pensaba, no son como imaginaba, no son como creía.
If they intend to keep the wilderness inside their reserve, they might want to invest in a gate that can close.
Excuse me, Gunther. I need to ask you something.
Who in the hell is Gunter? I told you to call me Hunter. Come on.
Oh, right. Hunter, have you seen a little mechanical wandering through here? Might have been wearing my hat.
I can't say I have. I can sell you a new hat if you want. Or some fine, legally obtained hunting supplies. You could go get that mechanical thief yourself.
She's not a thief. She's lost. I just want her back.
Escucha que hay. Ajá.
Here they come.
¡Wow! Me cargué bastante. Bastante intenso. Como su grito de. Un poquito más y se lo pone el cabello amarillo.
Here they come!
Oh.
Captain, what is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
Parvati. Vamos a averiguarlo.
Timeline discrepancy detected
Oh.
nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning: ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health. Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and/or death. Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined. Analyzing complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
Bueno.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother.
Es el mismo modelo de la
I had a
doctora esa.
feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival? My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said, I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
Esto que dijo ahorita de los humores, no sé si saben sobre cómo era el sistema de salud antes, pero hace cientos de años creían que todo en el cuerpo se manejaba a base de humores, que eran, no sé bien, como sustancias o, pues sí, como cosas pues que uno tiene en el cuerpo. Esto me lo recordó.
As science has taught us, the body is made up of two things, flesh and humors. These humors are semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Pues sí, ahora que estén ahí estafando.
Nothing you need concern yourself with, brother. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar? Yes, I understand the pressure of one's employment all too well. We've lately been looking into more ways to bolster the retreat stock of bits. But you needn't worry about how this little conversation is affecting my livelihood, brother. Please, take your time. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know? I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Recordemos que había un mensaje o una grabación, no recuerdo si era escrito, creo que sí era escrito. Era por parte de la profeta de la rentabilidad, que le estaba reclamando a Evitar por el hecho de haber hablado mal de ella.
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Pues para vengarse.
Why, I've been at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for quite some time now, as my disciples can attest. In fact, I haven't visited the Colonials since I arrived several weeks ago. Bad energies, you understand. I hope you now realize that I had nothing to do with Helen's demise. I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know. None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe. Is there anything else?
Hello, welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced. Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you? If you felt imbalanced and unproductive, linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential. Sit for hours in our sweat house and sweat them out, or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
No parece muy conforme con su estado.
Of course, I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now. Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis. But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper. Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away. Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the prophet's fears were. I'm actually not entirely certain. It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush. Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day. I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time. Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the prophet, who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually. Certainly. Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious. I noticed the prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped. I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken. The prophet hasn't been herself lately, but if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat. I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Timeline is identifying human footprints leading out into the wilderness. It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp. Scanning. No. Helen's distinctive shoe size not found. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size, these prints were either made by the prophet of profitability or adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the prophet of profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Additional tracks belonging to the prophet of profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected. Additional tracks belonging to the prophet of profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected. Additional tracks belonging to the prophet of profitability. Timeline discrepancy detected. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt. Agreed. Likely theory. Individual injured was unconscious, not dead, and walked away after awakening.
Welcome back, brother. I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist? Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time. Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now. Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her. Well, I suppose that does complicate things. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters. Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump? Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen by mistake. Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness. Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky. Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse. I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session. My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, But I suppose they must have been enough to do her in, if her constitution was truly that weak. What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it? No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike. I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets. No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen, and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
Enchironarte. Nunca había escuchado esa palabra. Supongo que eso se refiere a encarcelarla.
Yes. One step ahead as always, shadowy corporate figures. You'll never get my secrets. Never.
Gotta keep going.
Entonces, esas imágenes que hemos visto de como películas antiguas son de Cayetana.
The brochure never mentioned anything.
What floor would you like to... Next stop, the back...
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true. No, I can't imagine you'd be aware. It all happened so quickly. Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you. So you were at the scene of the murder? I'd prefer it if you didn't lie about these details. The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf. Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that. Make them suffer, Inspector. Ms. Leyva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The profit business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leyva's followers. So, tell me, what did you find? Ms. Leyva's techniques have no basis in modern science, but she makes bits hand over fist. If that makes her a fraud, then she's only as fraudulent as our corporate leaders. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer? Arresting the Prophet could spell the end of her career. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report. Oh, and let me give you some advice. Look into Cedric Kincannon. He's hiding something. I'm sure of it.
What floor would you like to visit?
Un momento.
What floor would you like to... Oh, so... To the lobby we go!
Mm.
I don't know what to make of stuff like underground.
You got an appointment?
Slug, I guess.
Appointment? Yeah, that's why you're here. Appointment? No appointment? No talking to Mr. Concannon. They don't pay me to be friendly. They pay me to keep hooligans out of Mr. Concannon's hair. I'd say so. That said, it's possible Mr. Concannon might enjoy talking to someone as personable as yourself. We'll see what he says. Mr. Concannon, got a person of interest here to see you. Think they've got business.
That sounds like our inspector. Please, send him up.
Why, if it isn't the inspector, I was hoping you'd swing by. Here for my alibi, I assume. Another murder? Drunk Raptidons? Black Hole Birdie practicing his hacking in the middle of the street? Stop me if it's one of those, or I'll just keep guessing. There was an incident. You should have seen Eileen. Besides being an absolute gem of an assistant, she's a terror with a fountain pen. Raptidons aside, what was your incident, Inspector? Did you now? You're confident they were slug agents and not, I don't know, hired thugs in stolen uniforms? I'm a very specific man. It tends to invite specific problems. The real question is, why would someone want thugs to get their hands on slug gear? I suspect you're right. But I can't fathom who would benefit from tarnishing my reputation like that. Can you? Oh, that's good. That's very good, Inspector. I like this. Dominant, aggressive, The man in charge. I don't want to accuse anyone without hard evidence, though it may be worth noting Ludovico has motivation in spades. So, as you've deduced, I did not send anyone from Slug after you, nor is it likely they assigned themselves that task. Still, I am sorry for the trouble, Inspector. With that settled, I assume you'll want to know where I was the night of Helen's murder. Let's see. That night, I was... torturing Elliot Nasser for information on missing cargo. That was a messy one. Didn't break until nearly noon the next day. Can you imagine? His spine, specifically. If you'd like to know the exact vertebrae, I'm afraid I don't know. I can tell you he's quite dead. Not that it matters much. You'd be a fool to believe me, regardless of what I told you. People lie, and I am, incriminatingly, people. Which, as I said, you should not trust. If it helps, however, you might consider pursuing not my means, but my motive. Why in the name of the architect would I kill Halcyon Helen? She was making me a fortune. I'm considering a line of commemorative merchandise. Still, that's nothing compared to what Helen would have made us in the long run. I'd offer to assist you in your work, but I have a mystery of my own to solve, I'm afraid. Oh, Elliot stole from me, all right. Alas, you're right in that his was a singular isolated incident, and as such does not resolve a concerning broader trend. Items are disappearing from Slug's storage and processing warehouse. The thefts began a week before Helen's unfortunate death, and there have been more instances since. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter. Nothing unsavory, and nothing Ludovico shouldn't know about, if that's your concern. I'm quite serious when I say Slug is a legitimate business. As to the specifics, I'm not sure. The warehouse foreman should be able to tell you. Before you ask, I know the difference between cargo going missing and cargo going missing. This is the latter. I'm not sure. I'm only confident there is one. That the thefts began mere days before Helen's untimely demise is an extraordinary coincidence. I'm not a man who believes in happenstance, Inspector. I do not trust it. Do tell Ludovico when you get a chance, please. It's astonishing how long it's taking him to have that same epiphany. Regardless, this will be fun. You out in the field, chasing down leads, me scheming in my office, preparing to unspeakably mangle the perpetrator. You do recall, Inspector, that I'm not to be trusted? But certainly, whatever you say. You'll want to speak with Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. I've cleared her as a suspect myself, but should she refuse to cooperate, shoot her. No, I'm joking. If she won't cooperate, tell me and I will shoot her. And do feel free to search my office for clues while you're here. Don't hold back on my account.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed. Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye. The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
Timeline discrepancy. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside. Transmission receiver location unclear. Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location. Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range. Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface. 98.3% of the dust particles are less than 500 micrometers in diameter. That is highly likely, Inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered. Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device. Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Heads down.
Is that a new outfit? Looking sharp.
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in.
So this is where Slug houses all its completely legally obtained inventory.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect? Right, of course. Just tell me how I can help. That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop? Yeah, probably not. No one's dumb enough to think Spacer's Choice Sabers are worth half a damn. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder. That's probably not their motive, no. Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager, he told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo. Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead. Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined. Maybe they're keen on cashing out and want to go as painfully as possible. I don't know. Boss Kincannon's office is where he holds most of his meetings with important folks like Ms. Helen. Just about all negotiations happen in his office too. Vendor pricing, major purchase orders, rentals for construction projects, you name it. Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours. Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
Ok, pero ya lo vimos.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger. For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes. There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed. Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this auto-mechanical assist you? Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked. Ejecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered. Kill mode initiated. Preparing to end user. Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow. The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days. Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists. Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Incoming!
Behind you!
No. Okay, okay. Oh.
I'll keep quiet.
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure? Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened? What makes you say that? Hacking the automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern. So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that Slug would soon possess it. Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device? Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research. That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn. As though Helen herself didn't profit from her work. Please. This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground. Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not. Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Okay. This is getting weirder and weirder. But with that, this will be the end for today's stream, and we'll continue tomorrow at the same time, in the same place. As always, thank you for being here, Zero, and I hope you come back tomorrow and enjoy a little more of this detective story, this murder story. Y para todos, que tengan un buen día, tarde, noche, madrugada, sea lo que sea, donde sea y cuando sea que estén viendo esto. Nos vemos mañana a la misma hora, mismo lugar, para continuar con un poco más de Outer Worlds. Ya saben, lunes, miércoles y viernes, y además sábado y domingo, la misma hora, mismo lugar, 9 de la noche, hora Ciudad de México. Nos vemos mañana. Have a nice night, and see you tomorrow, Zero.